Hello everyone, how you doing and welcome to another Fluffy Guys Magetower video. Well, ever since we have gotten 11.1, I will be doing all of the specs all over again for you guys. And I'm gonna change the dynamic of my videos and we're not gonna jump into the challenges right away. For each challenge, we're gonna prepare the character together, we're gonna talk about gearing, we're gonna talk about um, consumables, and then we're gonna get to the challenge right away. I will probably do the challenges without the items to not kill the bosses so fast in order to show you guys the mechanics if you get that far into the fight. Alrighty, so first of all we're going to be doing the Assassination Rogue challenge, which is one of the somewhat harder challenges of the game right now. Apparently there has been 0 talent changes to Assassination Rogue during this past patch, so the talents build is going to remain the same. We're going to go with the exact same build. Somewhat AoE, Crimson Tempest is a very decent pick for this challenge because it's a true target fight, and also indiscriminate carnage. Alright. So, this one causes your bleeds, like your Rapture and your... This one is Rapture, and this is Garrot. To AoE when you come out of stealth, which is really good. You could use Vanish offensively like this, which is really insane. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Alrighty. So, after the talents, we're going to be talking about the gear. The gear is probably the most important thing of all of these challenges right now, because I don't know if you guys know already or not. Ever since the launch of the War Within, Magetower has been very badly tuned. It is basically impossible to do it without the usage of special gear pieces, which I'm going to be introducing to you. Alright, so the pieces we're going to be talking about are an embellished weapon. And we're going to want an embellished weapon with the Symbiosis enchant on it. Not enchant, the embellishment. The Darkmoon Sigil Symbiosis. I'm going to show you guys. For people who don't play it, we're also going to go and craft an item together just so I can show you guys how it's done. Alright, so you're going to need the Darkmoon Sigil Symbiosis. There we go, Darkmoon Sigil Symbiosis. You don't really have to buy the rank 3, you can also just buy the rank 1, because we do not care about the quality of the item we get, we just need to have it. It can be any item, as long as it has the right stats for your spec, you can always equip it. Alright. Apart from Darkmoon Sigil, you're gonna need a gear off piece with the armor banding embellishment. This is this one right here. This one can go into any gear piece. So by gear piece, I mean no rings, no necks, no trinkets, and no weapons. Any other piece of your gear can have this on it. Let it be cloth or cloak, shoulder, head, chest, wrist, boots, legs, belt, and gloves. All of these can have this embellishment on it. But if you just level the character fresh and want to prepare it for Magetower, I would suggest you to craft a chest piece. Why that is, we're gonna get to it in a second. So, the reason I say you to do it on the chest is because you can do the Crystalline Radiance enchant on the chest, which is an extremely OP enchant, but it requires a somewhat higher eye level in order to be usable. So therefore, if you crafted the War Within chest piece, you can also put this enchant on it, and it's 2 birds with 1 stone. Easy as that. So, up till now, we have the embellished weapon, embellished chest, and enchanted chest. Alright, the next piece we're going to be talking about is only exclusive to agility and strength users, so no casters. The casters and healers are out for this. The next one is the Stormbound Armor Kit. That's a leg enchant. I'm gonna show you here. Stormbound Armor Kit. Here you go. You want the rank 3 here for 898 gold, or I don't know how much it is on your realm. You want the rank 3 here because it gives the most value. It's like a lot of stat differences between the rank 2 and the rank 3. We're gonna put it on a leg piece. You do need a somewhat higher leg piece here as well, but you can just buy some green BOE from the auction house if you have none. The next pieces we're going to be talking about are going to be rings. If you do not already have double socketed rings from the War Within, which you should have if you play the current content, if you play Mythic Plus, if you raid, you probably have these rings already. If not, you can just buy them from the auction house. There we go, malleable. There we go, malleable band. There's tons of these here. There's 725 malleable bands here, and you can find with whichever stats you preferably want to have. And you just grab these and like whatever stats you want. Once you have grabbed the rings, you can see they already have one socket on them. So we're gonna need we already have a total of 2 rings, like 2 sockets, but we're gonna need 4. How you add the sockets? It's with the settings. Magnificent Jeweler setting. You buy these and right click them on the ring, it adds an extra socket on top of the rings, which is quite huge. Let me break down why these rings are so OP. Each ring like this, with 2 gems and the proper enchant, is giving you the stats of any other, like it's giving you double the stats of any other possible ring in the game. Not outside, but inside the Mage Tower. In order to get the full double ring value out of that, you also need the Radiant enchant, which is costly. Radiant. It's the enchant ring, Radiant Haste, Radiant Mastery, Radiant Verse, or Radiant Crit. There we go. You would want the rank 4, which is a bit costly, like you're gonna pay like 7k for both of these. But believe me, if you want to get these challenges done, it's worth it. It's worth it, definitely. So up to now, we have the chest embellishment and enchant, we have the weapon embellishment, we have the leg enchant, we have the double rings, and last but not least, the most important part of gearing is going to be trinkets. These 2 trinkets right here are without debate the best Mage Tower trinkets we have in the game. There is a new bugged one, the Nuggenfogger Ultimate Elixir or whatever it's called, which we don't really need. You can really use Darkmoon Deck Symbiosis and Darkmoon Deck Radiance. Both of these are obtainable from the auction house. You grab these 2, you go inside, you smash everything. And like with this combination of gear right here, which I'm showing you, there is nothing, no challenge you cannot beat. I promise you that. I have helped hundreds of people get their challenges done, and I will continue to do so. I also have a channel on my Discord where people post their completions. Here we go. You can see right here. There's tons of people who post their mounts, who post their tower overwhelming achievements. Like our community is growing day by day, and I'm very happy about that, of course. But we are not stopping here now. All right, let's continue. So after the trinkets, your character is ready to blast. Now your character is OP enough already, but there are a few stuff that you can even improve even further. Let's put it that way. All right. So there's going to be a few consumables that you can use. Some of them are mandatory, but some of them are you can use. They give you a nice little boost there. All right. So the very first consumable, Greater Flask of the Currents. It's for agility users, but if you want to get for strength or intellect, obviously in their videos I'm going to do another type of introduction. But for this right here, Greater Flask of. If you type this for any spec, you can just see the Currents is for agility, Undertow is for strength, and Endless Fathoms is for intellect users. These are the best scaled flask for Mage Tower. Definitely worth the grab. It gives you a ton of primary stat, which is insane. I would deem this one mandatory pretty much. They don't cost much. Just grab a few of them. You don't need to like get hundreds. Like 5 of these are gonna get. There's no way you're gonna progress any challenge 5 hours with the gear combination I just showed you. But still. Alright. The second consumable would be Boralus Blood Sausage, which is our food buff. This one I would also deem mandatory, to be honest, because the amount of primaries that you get from this combination, from the Boralus Blood Sausage and the currents together, is a lot. That's an easy like 20% primary increase, which you would not want to miss. The second one, which I would say is not mandatory, rather optional, is the defiled Augment Rune. You don't need it doesn't need to be defiled. Any Augment Rune from any expansion would suffice. So you can just grab any of them from the auction house, whichever is cheapest. These two I would say are optional as well, the War Scroll of Battle Shout and War Scroll of Fortitude. If you have survivability issues, Fortitude can give you like a bit of stamina, and Battle Shout is gonna give you attack power. The next two consumables are both mandatory, so you want to grab potions. And there is a total of 2 potions you can grab. It's either the superior battle potion of agility, strength, or intellect, or the unbridled potion of unbridled fury. This one is also insanely OP. If you don't want to bother with the other ones, you can use this for all of 36 of your challenges. For tanking, for healing, for whatever. You can use it for all of those. And it's quite OP. It does a decent amount of damage in that 60 seconds. If you're like lacking 10% of boss's HP, this will probably get you over the edge. Alright. Now that that's done, we forgot the last one, you need drums. If your class cannot press BL, you need drums. That's just simple. You like that's 100%. If you want to ignore all of the other consumables, do not ignore drums. You want drums for sure. Perfect. So now that the gearing is done, I am going to show you how you can craft the chest and the weapon. I'm not going to craft them myself because, as mentioned before, I am going to remove the pieces I just talked to you about, just so I can show you the mechanics of the fight. Because if I played properly with this gear that I have on right now, the fight would end in under a minute, and I cannot show you any mechanics really. Alright, where is it? It's downstairs. I still cannot understand who puts the main city of the current content downstairs to have us run. Insane. And as always, stay hydrated, my friends. I went. Sorry, guys. I went to War Spear. Didn't sleep much last night, as my brain is. Alright, we want to go to Dornigal, of course. Because it's the current content craft, we're gonna need to go to Dornigal. So if you are not familiar with the concept of crafting orders, there are, like ever since Dragonflight, there is this new concept that if you do not have a profession yourself, you can put up orders for other people to craft those items for you. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Where was this? Back there, right? Alright, you're gonna want to head over here. This building right here. I am standing here in Dornigal. And we're gonna talk to this guy for crafting orders. Clerk Gretel. What you wanna do is you're gonna craft weapons. I'm a rogue, so I want a dagger for assassination, one-handed daggers. Alright? I'm gonna look for these ones because these are the cheapest one and do not require a spark to craft. So the stiletto is the intellect dagger and the dirk is the agility dagger, so that's what we want. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click this right here, track the recipe to see what we have to buy from the auction house. We're gonna buy the mats. Then what we're gonna do is whatever stats you want, you can buy a missive to get your whatever you wish, whichever stat you wish. And then we have this one right here. This is very important, this part. You need to buy the Darkmoon Sigil, Symbiosis, and put it in before you send the crafting order. You put the Dark Moon Sigil in, you put the Missive in, and this part you can just ignore. The third one you can just leave empty. And then you can either do a public order, put in like a bit of commission here, and then put it on for everyone, or you go to your trade chat and look for some crafter. You can just write looking for dagger crafter and you're gonna get like hundreds of whispers, and you just talk to the guy, tell him, hey, I need this dagger, I need a blue dagger, how much do you charge? And you can exchange words and get it crafted for you. That's the exact concept with the chest as well. Just make sure you get the right embellishments on them and you are ready to go. Another side note, if you already are playing current content and already have the writing armor banding on any other armor piece, you don't really have to recraft it, especially on the chest, because I say so. You just need to have it on a piece of gear. Alright. Now we can go to Dalaran and get started with the challenge. Well, the gearing process actually took us 16 minutes. The challenge is going to be shorter than the actual preparation. But yeah, like from now on, the videos are going to be fully informative. I'm not going to be really half-assing anything. Each video is going to be fully thorough with timestamps so you guys can get the full info out of it and don't have to necessarily comment or come and ask questions afterwards. Obviously, if there are any questions, you can always ask them in the Discord, in the comments, and I will answer them as soon as possible. And also, there was someone who was asking how you get to Broken Shore. This is how you do it. You just get to Dalaran and then fly to Deliverance Point. That's where Magetower is. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... what I am gonna do is I'm gonna remove my embellishments. You guys should not do this. I'm just gonna do this in order to show you the whole fight. The faster you guys finish the fight, the faster you run like you're done. I'm just gonna remove my embellishment here because I want to get I want the fight to take as long as possible. So I can show you the different mechanics of how things work, etc. I'm gonna grab some, I don't know. Second. I mean, I can also just unequip the things, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna unequip them. I'm just gonna play it without trinkets, it's fine. That's already enough damage loss. Alright, the poisons are applied. Like during this whole fight, there are stuff you have to keep in mind. The first thing would be you want to use your Crimson Vial on cooldown during this fight. Survivability on this specific fight is a huge thing. Like many people struggle with this fight only because they keep dying because the rogue has no special self-healing mechanics, right? If you seem to struggle too much with that, you should also grab a healing potion, preferably the Cave Dwellers. No idea what the second word is. Just type Cave Dwellers in auction house and you will find a potion that's pretty cheap as well. And that's going to heal you to full no matter how much HP you have. Alright. So if you, like the first thing is, Crimson Vial needs to be used on cooldown. Like seriously, on cooldown. Feint is also an insanely important thing. If you see your character is dropping low, you press Feint. It reduces your area of effect damage and there is a ton of it happening around this fight. Another thing that's really important in this fight, I'm gonna eat my food while I'm talking. So we have many mechanics happening during this fight. I'm gonna go through them, not fast, like thoroughly, and then we're gonna see how they apply to the fight. So, This guy is the main guy, Sigrin. He needs to die for the challenge to finish. But overall, all of their HP is shared. So if you dot all 3 of them up, and the dots are ticking, you're doing triple amount of damage. So this guy is taking damage, these 2 take damage, this guy is taking damage, these 2 take damage, and the same with the last guy. Sigrin does only one thing that you have to be scared of, which is Blood of the Father. Like the melees of her are just a joke. They don't really matter. Blood of the Father is a cast. Like she will start casting it. If the cast ends, she's gonna get a buff for 30 seconds. That buff will do pulsing damage, and like 2 pulses of that is gonna be enough for it to kill you. What you're gonna do, you're not even gonna let that cast finish. That cast is not interruptible, but you have to stun it or blind it. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. If we're not gonna stun it, we're always gonna keep blind for Sigrin. That's how the fight happens. Like if you have big wigs, if you have DBM, there's gonna be a big thing in your screen, Blood of the Father happening now. Then you have to, like the only thing that has a countdown in this fight is the Blood of the Father. This guy does 2 things. The first one is it fixates you, and if it reaches your character, it's gonna go ham, bam, 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 bam. You have a counter for that, evasion. Evasion neglects all of the auto attacks, but you have it once during the fight. So once we start the fight, that's the first mechanic that's gonna hit us. The fixate. That's where we use our evasion to maximize our damage output. You're gonna see it once I say it. This guy does 2 things. He, like during the whole fight, is just casting one bolt after bolt. And occasionally during the fight, it's gonna get a shield. You have to break that shield to make the cast that she's doing interruptible. He or she, no idea. He. To make the cast that he's casting interruptible, so we have to break the shield, interrupt the cast, and continue with the fight. How the fight's gonna go? We're gonna start. We're gonna run to her, run to him, interrupt him, gather them all up together, pop everything we have: potion, flask, potion, bloodlust, cooldown, damn, everything. All right. Once that's done, the first mechanic we're gonna see is the fixate. We're gonna use evasion. We're gonna keep doing damage. After the fixate ends, we're gonna get runes around this inner circle. 3 purple runes. You have to walk over them to soak them. They start big and they start getting smaller. If they get too small, they explode and you die. You have to make sure you soak them before they get too small. There is always 2 sets of runes. There is never 1 set, there is never 3 sets, there is always 2. So once you see the first set of runes, you need to expect the next set coming right after, within like 5 seconds window. So once you soak the first runes, you wait, the second set of runes spawn, and in the exact same moment as the second rune spawn, we're gonna have the Blood of the Father from Sigrin. We have to blind that one. We're gonna blind this Blood of the Father cast before the cast finishes. That's very important. You don't want the cast to finish. We're gonna do it before the cast finishes. And then that's your time window to do more damage, like to go ham again. To have like a 20-second window to blast everything. The mechanic after that is gonna be the shield from this guy. If you take my gearing advice, that's the maximum you're gonna see. If you take all of the trinkets, the enchants, the gems, everything, that should be the maximum you see. Even if your character just auto-attacks the boss, you're gonna do enough damage. But if I go do it now, we're gonna definitely see more. Alright, I'm gonna go stealth. As I said before, we're gonna go in, I'm gonna pop this guy, I'm gonna attack this guy to start the fight, interrupt this, gather them together. Alright, that's it, that's that. We're gonna attack them together, potion, everything. Berserker's Rage in 6 seconds, as you can see. Alright, he's attacking me, we're gonna press evasion. Up till evasion ends, 2 seconds. Alright, the rune spawn. We're gonna go soak them. Alright, we're gonna soak the second rune. I'm gonna interrupt this guy to get them together so I can do more damage. What the holy lag? What? Alright. Holy shit, what was that spike? Alright, we're back in the game. We took a bit of damage, which is fine. Just stay calm. We popped cheat death. Wonderful. Never mind, we died. Like that lag was... I don't know what that was. That should... You saw that, right? But you saw how the fight goes, how the dynamic goes. Exactly how I mentioned. Like every Mage Tower fight is fully scripted. You just have to know what's coming towards you and what you have to use against it. We're gonna go do it again. But that spike happened at the worst possible time. And that's exactly why we need the cave dwellers to like compensate for fails. If you fail something, if you lag, cave dwell. Cave dwellers delight. Even the rank 3 is enough for you to get full HP if you need it. Alright. Let's go back in. Alright. There's a little bit of role play. We're gonna use the time to eat our food. Perfect. Let's go again. Exactly the same process. We're gonna do that, interrupt this guy, get them together, pop lost. You're not gonna take the amount of damage I'm taking, by the way, if you use the gear, because you have like 40% verse. Alright? The Berserker Rage happened. Alright, our evasion is ending.
Five, four,
Alright,
three,
get ready to CC Sigrin.
1.
Blood of the Father. CC it. Interrupt this guy. Cave Deliver's Delight did not heal me at all for some stupid reason. This is what I'm telling you regarding the scaling though, yeah? If you do not have proper gear, the challenges just kill you. I am doing proper DPS, but the scaling is just wrong. And I'm gonna show you one thing, how much of a difference one trinket makes during this challenge. One of the trinkets I'll tell you to use. I'm only gonna use the Radiance one. Like, our damage is totally fine. If you don't have the amount of burst you get, like you need from these trinkets and from the weapon, these challenges are just scaled. Let me explain it in easy terms. I'm basically a character from Dragonflight trying to do a max level the Warwithin dungeon right now. That's how much of a scale difference it is, you know? It's not supposed to be like this. That's the issue. The Blizzard, we are supposed to be scaled to 120 eye level. I'm not 200 eye level, not 120. We are 80 eye levels behind the challenge scaling. Therefore, we have to use items to compensate for the horribleness of the game. Alright, how does this go on CD though? That's what I wonder. Doesn't matter. This is useless, man. Let's go. Berserker Rage happening soon. Evasion is up. Use potion. Evasion ends soon. We pop G death already because we just get one-shotted for some very stupid reason. We're gonna stun this guy. That thing ended as well. This is not possible. Just not possible. That's why you should use those items. Seriously, I'm telling you. This is insane. Like, I don't know how you can mess up one thing so damn much. How can you mess it up so bad? We might actually need to craft a weapon now because I do not have a symbiosis dagger. And the trinket only works if you have a symbiosis weapon. And I only have a sword right now. What to do, what not to do. We're gonna go craft together, actually, CBA. So you have seen why I tell you to take these items? And like in the last patch, before 11.1, the symbiosis trinket was working without the symbiosis weapon, and that's why I did not bother crafting a dagger. But now the trinket only works if you have a symbiosis weapon as well. Therefore, we need it, and we're gonna craft it together. I think I have to send some gold over though, but let's see. I remember when the down. All right, we spoke about this. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We already know what. We know what to buy. Iron Claw ore. We're gonna buy like 5 of these. And then core alloy. We're gonna buy 1 of these. We're gonna need the sigil, Dark Moon Sigil Symbiosis. We're not gonna need 1 of these. I'm not even gonna bother with the thingy, to be honest. With the missive, because I don't really care about the stats. I just want the embellishment. Dagger, Dirk, Dark Moon Public Order. I'm gonna put like 500 gold here, and then eye level doesn't matter. Now we just wait for someone to craft it. Spider in public. Now now we're just gonna wait and fly back there till we get it done. This is just, I'm gonna show you how much of a difference these few items that I tell you to take, tell you to use, make. It's just sick. This is gonna be a damn long video, but they're all gonna be long videos from now on, because I want to cover every single angle of the challenges. I remember. Yep, the crafter has crafted our Iron Claw Dirk. We're gonna get it from the bags now, and then they're gonna absolutely smash this challenge. Let's just look at the difference here. We're gonna have like 100% versatility now inside the challenge, and it's gonna go from pretty much impossible to an absolute joke. I wanted to show you guys the mechanics, but apparently Blizzard doesn't want me to. And I'm also gonna show you guys a trick, a small trick you can use to. There we go. We have this one right here. Boom. Now we can equip the trinket as well. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Eat our food. We're gonna grab the sturdy love fool. This is the only dummy you can put indoors. Or if you don't have this, you have to do it outdoors with the others, with the other type of dummies, like the turnip, punching bag, or any others. You have the sturdy love fool here. It's friendly now. Insane stuff. Never mind, they fixed it. Alright, we're just gonna go with the fight. And like, you have to survive a total of 30 seconds for this trinkets to get maximum value. But we can do 30 seconds, come on now. Alright. Same exact angle. We're gonna do this. We're gonna drop this guy. We're gonna do this. Alright, Berserker Rage is on. Look, they're already 50%. We were killing this before. Alright. We have orbs to soak now. I'm gonna use this. Oh, I CBA with this game, man. That guy was standing on the edge. I shadow stepped him. I went out of the platform. The boss reset. Let's go again. I don't know. I like. Let's go again. I'm gonna stay calm. An easy 40-minute guide. Let's go. Same things. We're gonna eat food. We're gonna apply our poisons, and we're gonna start smashing. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think we're too close. Ugh. I have to apply poisons. All right. All right. Evasion up. All right. We're gonna soak these. I'm gonna drop that guy. Perfect. All right.
5, 4,
You see the timer.
2,
Law of the Father happening
1.
now. All right, we got it. You see that, like, you see my HP doesn't move now? That's only the trinket, eh? The trinket and the weapon. My HP was flying over the place before. And the fight ends now. Before we even see the shield of this guy. This is... And I'm easily doubling my DPS as I was before. With 3 items difference. Weapon and the 3 trinkets. Please, please, please. Take the gearing advice. Do not make your life hard. I would not have suggested these items to you if there was any other way to complete Mage Towers currently, but Blizzard just does not give a fuck. Sorry if I said like that. Blizzard doesn't care about this type of content. They just added it a while back, and they say whatever, roll with it, I don't care. They have not fixed it for, like, it's almost a year now. Not a year, is it? When did we get? It's damn long. It's like August. Since August. They have not fixed it since August. So if they don't want to fix it, we're going to find the other ways to do it. And I did it. I found other ways to do it. That's how you're going to do it. That's how you have to do it. There's no other way. You see, like in Dragonflight, where everything was working just fine, where level 120 was just fine, I did all of these challenges without usage of any socketed gear, any special gear, full green items. And we did all 36 of them. And now there's no other way. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope the video has been helpful. I will appreciate any sort of feedback. Please let me know in the comments or Discord if I can do anything better or not. But overall, thank you guys for tuning in. I would really appreciate a subscribe, a like, and a comment. It would really help me grow, and I'm really trying to make more guides on a daily basis. I'm trying my best, seriously. All right, thank you for tuning in, and peace out.